morning. So this is Emily here.
This is Emily.
We put in? Yes it is. And we are at Disney's Animal Kingdom this morning.
Woo!
It's day 16, I believe. Second last day here. So it's kind of sad. We don't have any Genie Plus this morning. We're just going to queue for things and see about Flight of Passage, which we may or may not get a lightning lane for. Lovely weather yet again here today. We've all had breakfast before we left the villa, but I'm sure that won't stop us from partaking. And yeah, so we're going to get going. Today Laura is going to be doing a little bit of the filming.
That's some nod, that's a different technique.
Look at that nod. Yesterday when we were leaving the park, she was giving it all this. She said, you know what, tomorrow I'll do my edit.
I want a Laura day.
I want a Laura day. Well, you know what, Laura, you've got it. So today is all about what Laura wants to show you, what Laura's top tips and things are. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. You excited, Laura? That's the spirit. Dad's got a bit of a cold this morning, so you might hear him croaking away in the background. He's fine. He says he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine? He's fine. Oh, she can't speak now. She's too nervous. You know, when the camera's not on, she's giving it all this. But we'll head through security now, and then we'll hand over to Laura for the day. Straight through once again for Craig and I. I'm willing to bet Mum comes straight through as well, and Sarah will be arrested to the side, and Laura always gets arrested to the side, so does Dad. Yep, there's Mum straight through.
Me, straight through?
Straight through, just like that, Mum. Let's see, where are they? Oh, Laura's over there. Where is Sarah? Oh, there she is. She's already been detained.
Morning, this is Laura. So as Emily said, we've just come into Animal Kingdom. Mum's just grabbing a Joffrey's from this little cart here just at the entrance. And I just thought I would say that over here, where those 3 green bins are, that's where the smoking area is at Animal Kingdom. So just as soon as you come out of the turnstiles, it's just over to your right hand side, and it's good because then you don't need to go back through security, which is over there. You can just step out through the turnstiles again, and that's where the smoking area is there. Okay, that's the coffee drink secured, and we're just heading into Animal Kingdom now. You can see here the Disney 100 signs. They've now been put up in the entrances of all 4 of the parks. That was just done in the last few weeks. It's quite a nice little touch for the 100 years of magic. Okay, just swipe through the gate there, and when you come into Animal Kingdom, immediately on your right hand side over there is where you would get stroller rental or wheelchair rental or ECV rental. And then over on your left hand side is guest relations over there, so if you've got any trouble with your tickets or anything like that, you would head over there. Now we're in this section here, there's the front of the entrance called the Oasis section. So as you see, it's just green all around. And Animal Kingdom's a bit different from the other parks in that when you enter, you can't sort of immediately see the park icon. You just come into this kind of wall of green, and there's a few different tracks that you can take around. So there's a path there, there's a path this way. They both take you to the same place, which is a bridge which leads down to Tree of Life. But the idea is that you're meant to be coming more and more into the wild, into the foliage. So Animal Kingdom Park, so the car park's actually got less greenery in it than any of the other 3 car parks. So the car park, it's quite grey and quite barren, just to contrast even more when you do come into here and it's all green everywhere and you're suddenly into the wild and into Animal Kingdom. And Animal Kingdom's actually built on some slopes, so actually here you're going to be coming in and then walking down towards the Tree of Life. So the Tree of Life is actually going to end up being below us, and it just adds to that sense of perspective and that you're entering, you know, a different space, a different world. There we go. We've just come in just at the entrance and Divine is out greeting people. This is us just now approaching the Tree of Life. So as I said, the Oasis is built higher than the Tree of Life, so that now we're walking down into the section the Tree of Life is built in, just to give that sense of perspective. I really think Okay, so we just headed into Asia to start our day because we looked on the app and Everest was down as a 10-minute wait, so we thought we'd love to hit Everest first thing. And now that we've actually come closer, it looks like it's a 25-minute wait, but that's still fine because we love Everest. So we just had our coffees on the way around and we're going to go on Everest now. This is a little tea shop come camping supply store in the queue of Everest. You can come get all your things that you need for your trek to the mountain. And then you enter into the Yeti Museum. There's so much detail in this queue. There's absolutely loads and loads of things in all these cabinets that you can read. And if you actually come in the Lightning Lane queue, you miss a lot of this detail because that queue just takes you straight from the outside just straight into the loading platform. So you would kind of bypass this whole section. Oh, I was zoomed in too much. Okay. Which mask do you think is the scariest, everyone?
I think Sarah was right when she said the deer one.
The deer.
At the end there.
So everyone's in agreement that this bad boy.
It looks like something from like a horror.
Oh, Emily, I didn't know that you were in this queue.
Oh.
You're represented in the Yeti Museum.
Oh, very cool.
Yeti tea. Hot. Hot. And an advert for Cali River Rapids.
Everest team members should proceed to the loading platform.
So we just came off Everest. It was amazing as always, and it was actually only a 15-minute wait in the end, so even better. Yep, we loved it. So we're just heading along now through Asia to see what else we want to do. A Disney duck. The whole of the Asia section of Animal Kingdom is really, it's full of cross references to each other. So all around you'll see adverts to the different stalls and restaurants. Expedition Everest is advertising Cali, and Cali's advertising Yak and Yeti, and so on and so forth. And you'll also spot lots of posters that the locals have put up warning of the Yeti, and it'll say, beware of the Yeti, don't go up into the mountain, and then that's the mountain that you go up in on Expedition Everest. So there's loads and loads of details. If you look out for the posters, there's posters everywhere around Asia. So we've just come off Everest. Mum, what did you think?
Love it.
Love it?
Absolutely love it.
10 out of 10?
Easily.
Easily.
Easily. Absolutely love it.
Dad, what did you think of Everest today?
Brilliant, really good.
Brilliant.
Very fast.
Very fast.
Exhilarating.
50 miles per hour, you might say. Yep. Emily?
Oh, it was absolutely amazing. It's honestly one of the best rides here, and I always think it's so underappreciated.
It is
for how good
underrated
it
a bit, isn't it? Yeah.
I think people always forget about how good it is, and the queue always reflects that. But it's great for us that happens.
It was a short queue. It was only 15 minutes
Only
today.
15 minutes, yeah.
And we were seated at the back today, so you two were in the very back seat. Do you think that being in the back actually helps on Everest?
No,
I think
not too much.
I think it probably feels about the same.
Probably
Yeah.
the same.
We did try film on the back.
Oh, did
so
you?
If we
See how
manage
that
to get
goes.
anything, I'll insert that now.
Yeah, I don't think the back on Everest makes a difference compared to
Especially because it's
the back on Big Thunder, for example.
I
Yeah.
think with the faster the roller coaster, the less it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Versus things like, as you said, like Big Thunder or like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're heading around to Navi now. Is that the plan?
Yep. It's a 45-minute wait, and
It's probably longer than we normally would queue, but because these two, the little sun lover and the shade lover here,
There's two.
these two little people, they've not been on it, so I'd like to get them on it. So we're going to grab a snack. I think I'm going to get some dumplings,
nice.
and then we'll go queue.
Let's go. So just leaving Asia, we've stopped at Mr. Kamal's, and Sarah and I have gone for Mr. Kamal's seasoned fries. These seasoned fries that come with sriracha mayo. And Craig has gone for the pot stickers, which are chicken dumplings. And what sort of dip is that?
A nice one.
A nice one.
It's like a
soy.
soyish type one, but it's a bit sweet as well. It's not just like plain soy. It's
Sweetened.
delicious.
It's probably got sugar in it.
Yeah, it's a bit different. We had these in
How are the
Magic
dumplings?
Kingdom the other day.
Good.
I like these. Sauce is not the same. So the one in Magic Kingdom, it had like little bits in it,
Okay.
and I think there was more ginger in that one. It was still delicious, but this one seems a bit different.
So you got the dumplings in Magic from Sunshine Tree Terrace,
Yep.
and here it's from Mr. Kamal's.
Yeah.
Mum's just gone across the street here to Caravan Road, which is a place that does shaved ice, and she's just getting, is it a mango?
2 mango passion.
2 mango passion fruit. And they also do a kakigori, which is another type of shaved ice, but it also comes with sweetened condensed milk on the top. So the seasoned fries are really nice. Sort of a nice sort of salty, peppery kind of seasoning, not too spicy. And I've tried the sriracha mayo and it's also really nice. It's not spicy at all. So yeah, very nice snack. Mum's just trying to get a straw. She stopped in at Tamu Tamu in Africa, where you can get these items. Quite a good place to come for breakfast if you're looking for pastries. And this is also where you can get some of the Dole Whip in Animal Kingdom now. So they didn't used to do Dole Whip here, but now if you want some you can come to Tamu Tamu, which is just on the corner, just into Africa here. So Mum's got the mango passion fruit shaved ice from Caravan Road in Asia. How is it, Mum?
Really lovely. They gave me a spoon, but I got a straw because it's starting to melt and it's really refreshing and energy.
It looks nice, and I just had a taste and it was lovely and refreshing.
One of my 5 a day.
Okay, right. It was two of your 5 a day then, right? Mango and passion fruit. Oh, you're on a good start. We're just walking along now through Africa. We're walking past the Festival of the Lion King show to get to Pandora that way. And as Emily I think said, we're going to check out Navi River Journey because Sarah and Craig haven't done it yet, and it's a lovely, beautiful ride. I'm just going to ask Emily and Craig how they're finding their shaved ice. How are you guys enjoying?
I don't think so. Okay. Hello.
You've had a lot more of it than Mum has.
Yeah, well, I've had a lot of help.
And how was the dumplings?
Oh, they were so good. I love those dumplings. Every
chicken
time we come, I always want to get them.
How do you prefer, which sauce do you prefer, from here or Magic?
I think I prefer this one just because it's the one I used to always have. So it's very nostalgic for me.
I
No?
don't taste either of them. I just swallow them.
Oh, you don't dip into the sauces?
No.
No.
I do, but I just like.
I saw Pocahontas and Raccoon
Wow.
passed on the boat and I waved.
Oh, that's cool. That's a nice spot.
Yeah.
Do you quite
Another
like
highlight of my day.
another highlight? So you first saw Divine, and what was your next highlight again?
The Feathered Friends.
Feathered Friends.
I think if I just have been loose. I didn't see any cast members
She saw
nearby.
2 colourful macaws near the Tree of Life.
Ditched the rest of the birds.
And then your next highlight is seeing Pocahontas and Miko.
And my other highlight is spending the day with you.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
And are you enjoying your seasoned fries?
I am, yeah. I think I was hungrier than I thought.
What do you think of the flavour of them?
I like them a lot.
They're not spicy, are they?
They're not spicy at all.
And the sriracha mayo is not spicy either.
No, it's tasty.
Nice. Let's go to Pandora. So we're just coming through from Africa, just past the Festival of the Lion King, round the corner into Pandora. And Mum's just pointed out that the first time we came here and Flight of Passage had just opened, this was where the queue was, and it wound all the way, out of Flight of Passage queue through Pandora and then along this track right by the water. I remember this was sort of a point during the queue. Oh, it's 65 now for Navi River. I'm not sure.
I don't mind. I've never been on it, so.
So, got interrupted there. Emily just checked on my Disney Experience app and saw that Navi River Journey was 65 now. But we've just decided we're going to do it anyway because Sarah and Craig haven't done it, and we've got snacks. We don't mind. We've got a couple of games with us. We can play Heads Up. We've got Disney trivia questions I made up. Heads Up.
there. And then we came off and we thought, we all turned to each other and said,
no one's understanding that we're playing heads up. But yeah, as we were saying before, the first time we came for Flight of Passage, we did queue along this whole bridgeway. It was really hot. The queue was about 4.5 hours. But you know, once we did it, we said, yeah, that was worth it. That was worth it. But yeah, that little drinks cart back there was even a sort of halfway point in this huge queue along the walkway. And Mum and I bought some drinks there, and it was a really huge queue.
Yeah, remember that girl tried to jump in front of you?
Yeah. And Emily stopped her. This girl tried to skip me. And Emily was like, excuse me, are you with them? Or something like that.
Welcome travelers. For your safety, please remain seated. Hands opposite each of the sides. And please supervise your children. Bienvenidos vecinos. Con su seguridad, recuerden permanecer.
Okay, so we've just come off Navi River Journey. What's everyone's thoughts?
Very relaxing.
very, very chill, relaxed, very relaxing.
So what do you think of Navi River Journey?
So chilled.
So chilled.
Nearly went to sleep.
You nearly went to sleep? Yeah. Did everyone like it?
We liked it. Very long queue.
It was a very long queue for it. It's quite a short ride, isn't it? Yeah.
Is that short? Time's gone down to 55 now.
For Navi. Oh well, what can you do?
But we all learned so much in the queue.
We do love it here though. The land is just gorgeous, and saying we love all the plants and things, all the details here. They've actually got, seemingly they've got 500 real plants added to Pandora and 10,000 real shrubs added in to make it, to add to the authenticity. Lots of the things they've got are also, fake plants that look kind of alien, but they've also got loads and loads of real plants here too. And if you can come here at night, it's so gorgeous. Lots of the plants are sort of made to bioluminesce, and some of the lighting is neon. There's lots of, in the ground, if you can see the green and bluey bits, all of that will kind of glow in the dark, so it's really gorgeous here at night time. And the concept in Pandora is sort of that you're in this Moara Valley, and it's after the events of the first film, so the people have already come to Pandora and tried to mine its resources, and now this is after that time, so there's still lots of these kind of metallic and industrial elements left, and you'll see all over the place this ACE will be on lots of the signs, that's for that's for Alpha Centauri Expeditions, and the RDA over here, this signage here, and that's the company, the corporation which did the mining in the valley. So you'll just see lots of a kind of mix up of really natural areas which have kind of been reclaimed by the Navi people, and also a lot more industrial elements which have kind of been left over from when people from Earth came and mined their resources. Okay, we have joined the queue just now for Kilimanjaro Safari. It is a 30-minute wait, and it's now 5 to 1.
Might be too hot for now.
It might be too hot. Although it's not super sunny at the moment, not super hot either, but you know.
I don't think we were planning to stay super late tonight.
No.
Just because Mum's wanting to get Giordano's, which is an Italian restaurant that she really loves. And I think we're also planning to get a mini golf game. Also, I think the key word has been thrown around. Packing. There we go. So, because we'll be staying late tomorrow night at Magic, we can kind of be semi-organised.
Maybe. We don't like packing.
Yeah, this is definitely the longest queue we've been in for this.
Yeah, this is quite a long queue for safari. It's quite busy here today.
I always think safari is either a 10-minute wait or a 60-minute wait, in my humble experience.
Yeah.
I love the safari though.
So it'll be different every time. It's
Yeah.
always good.
So it's good.
So we're just
looking forward to it, Mum.
Yes, I am. Watching the animals.
What animal do you think you'll see today?
Guppy,
Okapi.
bull, Nile crocodile, flamingo, African elephant,
Just seeing all of them.
White rhino?
possibly yes. African painted dogs.
Anyone that you're looking forward to seeing, Dad?
Lion.
A lion?
Male
A
lion.
male lion in particular. Well, let's head on and see who we see. Okay, so bear with me folks, this is my first time using the front camera, so Emily's just taught me how. We're still in the queue for safari, and I just thought I would take this opportunity to share a few safari facts with everyone. So the Africa section of Animal Kingdom is based on a sort of fictional African port town called Harambe, and that story is kind of continued into the safari. It's called Kilimanjaro Safaris. We've just been watching the video in the queue, and it's been updated in the last few years since when we initially started coming. Actually the ride's had a few updates as well. So initially, before the ride even opened, they had a sort of model or animatronic, I suppose, of a dead elephant which had been killed by poachers, but they decided even before the attraction opened that they should remove that and that they shouldn't include that. So then they had a storyline in the ride for many years actually about poachers poaching this pair of elephants called Big Red and Little Red, and they would just sort of allude to the elephants being caught by the poachers by having a sort of an open poacher's van and just tusks around. So they would allude to it that way, and they, as I say, they decided that having the actual dead elephant animatronic was too much. But they've since actually removed, Emily's helping me, they've since actually removed that storyline as well, and now they just really focus on the real animals. Some drivers still do the whole rickety bridge, oh no, this bridge is creaking, we're going to fall, but most just drive over the rickety bridge now. So now we're actually moving quite quickly and heading into safari. Some more things about safari are that the land that the safari's on is actually really huge. It's about 110 acres, so the whole of the Magic Kingdom park could fit into the safari ride. Some other things to look out for are when you get to where the flamingos are, there's a hidden Mickey in the island that the flamingos live on is shaped like Mickey Mouse's head. And also if you do spot any black vulture birds on the safari, those are not actually part of the attraction, those are actually native to Florida, and they're not there by design, they're just there because they fly in and they... Emily's helping me, I don't know how to do this. They just have flown in and stayed. So all the animals on safari are real, but they are contained in separate sections by things such as natural walls or moats of water, that sort of thing. And Disney does do some tricks to try and keep the animals in your sight, such as having air-conditioned rocks near to where the safari trucks go, or by hiding some hay bales just out of sight of safari so that the animals come into your view. But they are free to come and go, and they don't have to stay out all day. They can go back to their own private enclosures when they want to.
I'm just going to interrupt for a second to say that Laura will now be running the channel. Any and all questions you can direct to her from now on, okay? Continue as you were.
No, I'm finished anyway. I'm already feeling embarrassed.
The water, this helps to protect their very sensitive skin. They can hold their breath for about 8 minutes at a time. They do even sleep underneath the water. Their bodies are going to naturally pull them up whenever they need to take a breath and pull them right back, get rid of all that. Pretty cool. Here on the left, it's the Nile crocodiles. They're the largest of the crocodilian species. They can get over, so make sure we're seated, friends. They can get over 16 feet % success rate. They're gonna chase their prey until it falls from exhaustion, and they're really good at teamwork.
Jambo, Craig. Jambo, Emily. What did you think of the safari? Quarantine. Oh, I'll just go away then.
Bye.
Asante sana, Duncan.
Asante Sana.
I'm back. Ah, my foot.
Bye. Yes. What did everyone think of the safari today?
I loved it.
You loved it?
I liked Amber from America. From where?
She told us she was from Indiana.
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 Yes, she was very good.
Very relaxing voice.
Simple one though.
She did at the beginning. Yeah, Amber was great. She had lots of facts, lots of information.
Names and everything.
She knew all the animal names.
She did. She was saying about, because someone asked her about which rhino it was.
Oh, I see their actual names.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah, I didn't mean.
Yeah, Ranger, they said, yeah. Yeah, no, Amber was great.
Can you see his tail?
I can see his tail.
That's not a monkey, that's a hairy cat.
That's just a
That's
cat,
a Craig.
Sarah.
That's a Craig.
Paharini.
Craig learnt a new word and he likes it. Yes. Yes. No, Amber was great. She was very informative, and we did see a fair amount, considering it was, you know, about 1 o'clock or something that we went on.
Something we didn't see.
Saw a lot. No, we saw the elephants really well.
Which we haven't seen.
Yeah.
Mandrills are cool. I love mandrills.
And the giraffes. You know, we saw everything that we would normally see. The lion was out, lying down, sleeping, of course. So yeah, it's a great safari. Now we're just doing the gorilla trek now because it's just right here, and then after this we're going to go get some lunch.
Happens in the wild. Your male gorilla, you hit 10 years old, Dad shows you the door. Let you go, Junior. So all the 10-year-olds in the area find one another and form a bachelor troop, safety in numbers. As you mature and find a mate, leave the group. Gorillas are like people. Some gorillas will never find a mate.
Why do people tell us, like life and...
Well, 3 boys in here. Actually have 5. You can't. The other 2 are in the back. So we have 2 8-year-old boys that are on this side. They graduated. They're living with the big boys. 41.
He's 41.
We have his eyes open or his eyes closed.
The other boy over there.
Open.
Yeah, under the
You.
mega man.
Let me zoom in and see. Yeah, they're open. They're looking at me. Can you see better on here?
He's a movie star.
He's a movie star.
Wow, he knows he's on film.
He's used to being on film. Oh, Craig loves gorillas, so I think this has just made his life. Craig, how do you feel?
Is the camera on?
Yes.
Incredible.
Incredible.
I've never been better.
Never been better.
Velocicoaster, easily comparable.
Oh. So we've come to Yak and Yeti, the local street foods, the quick service one. The four of us have got the honey sesame chicken, which we love. Sarah's excited to try it. Mum's just got 2 sides of fries, and Craig's gone for the American Kobe cheeseburger. So we shall see how it goes. It was very quick to get it, so we're all happy. So as you can see, we've now come to Dino Land, and we're about to go on Dinosaur. We're just waiting for Mum and Emily to join us. Yeah, while we do, we'll just hang out here. And I thought I would just share a couple of little facts about Dino Land. The backstory of Dino Land is that it was just a normal town until some dinosaur fossils were discovered by the local gas station, and then grad students and paleontologists and everything came into the town and you know, flocked in to find more fossils. And the sort of Restaurantosaurus restaurant that you can see in Dino Land has like evidence of the students' lodgings, and you can see their laundry hanging up, and you can see that that's where the students are living. Eventually, what's built is the Dino Institute, which is this building in front of us here. So this becomes a museum to sort of host all the fossils that are found in this area. And around that, because people are coming to the Dino Institute to see the fossils and learn about the dinosaurs, a married couple called Chester and Hester take advantage of all this tourism, and they set up Chester and Hester's Dinorama, which is the sort of amusement park style kind of section of Dino Land. So they initially actually owned the gas station where the first fossils were found. So that's why they set up all the kind of tourist trap area with the theme park rides and the gift shop and all that. And in some places you can see that things have been kind of written over, so it might originally say, you know, gas and then the price of the gas, and you can see they've scribbled over it and written, you know, about dino gifts or something like that. So that's kind of the theming, is that, you know, fossils were discovered here, and then this couple took advantage of the tourism and they built a sort of mini theme park. And now in its current state, there's the dinosaur ride here, which is sort of loosely based on the film Dinosaur. There's a restaurant called Restaurantosaurus. There's a couple of small eating locations where you can get ice cream and things like that. And there's a gift shop. And apart from that, there's just the sort of carnival aspects where there's fairground rides and sort of machines like throwing hoops to win a prize, that sort of thing. There used to be another ride called Primeval Whirl, Chester and Hester's Primeval Whirl, but that was demolished a few years ago, and that was actually a sort of a parody ride of this ride of Dinosaur, because it told the same story basically, but in a sort of satirical way, and that was like Chester and Hester's tourist trap. To, you know, catch the tourists on their way into this ride, they would show them that. So yeah, basically just while we were waiting for Mum and Emily, I just thought I would you know, say some words. So we're just in the Finding Nemo show here, with the whole fam, and we just did Dinosaur ride. But what happened on Dinosaur?
Well, so we're halfway round. We've just gone down the
I don't know.
pterodactyl.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And suddenly the ride stops.
It stops.
And the audio cuts out. And then there's an announcement saying that, you know, stay seated. The ride has been temporarily delayed. And we're sitting there in the dark, and it's like you can hear all the creatures still in the bushes all around you. It's pitch dark. You're not moving. We had a couple little ones on the vehicle with us, and they were upset and crying. And then suddenly the lights popped on.
All the lights, so we could see everything behind the scenes in the ride.
Yeah, so the lights came on and everything, and we're still sitting there, and they're still saying stay seated, stay seated. Imagine actually we got stuck in front of a dinosaur.
I know, I was thinking that somebody must have, because there were other rovers out there, so one of them would have got stuck near a dinosaur, you know, definitely.
Yeah, and then these two kind of tech guys came around, and they were like, oh hi guys, like don't worry, stay seated. And then they were looking all around our vehicle, and then we could hear them. We were in the back row, we could hear them sort of mumbling behind the vehicle, and they're like, oh, there's going to be a loud noise in a minute, just to be aware. And then there was, and the whole vehicle kind of like shuddered almost, and then it was almost kind of like restarting it kind of thing.
They basically did that. They came and rebooted our rover.
Yeah, and then they were like, all right, enjoy the rest of the ride, and we're like, okay. And then they went away, and then the lights went off, and then there was an announcement saying that hold on, it's going to start moving again. And then lo and behold it did. It was initially there was no audio, so you know when you can hear Seeker giving you all the instructions and you know telling you right left, we couldn't hear any of that initially, but then it did sync up again in time for the Carnotaurus at the photo. So it was good. And then at the end, when we got off the vehicle, I could see the staff members like pointing to us before we got off, and then they took our vehicle off to the side.
They didn't reload it.
They didn't reload it. Yeah. So
Time Rover number 10 is
in trouble.
It's in trouble, and I think it's our fault. We almost didn't make it.
We almost didn't make it. Can you believe?
Didn't make it.
Can you even believe?
Okay.
So we're now, as Laura said, we're now in the Finding Nemo show.
Hello, everyone. We hope you're enjoying your visit to Marine Life Institute.
Okay. And the plan is to do this. Hopefully, if Everest's wait time stays at 15, which is what it is now, we'll do that, and then head over for Flight of Passage and the shops.
As well as our
So we've just come on Everest, and it's a 15-minute wait. This is literally where the queue is taking us to, so it's about a 1 minute wait. 1 minute wait for Everest. Sound good? Okay, should we go around again? Should we go around again? Yeah.
So we've just done Everest. The wait time was 15 minutes, so we thought that's fantastic, let's hop on there. It was actually a complete walk on, it took about 2 minutes to get on, and yep, we loved it. So now we're just heading to Pandora because we've got an individual lightning lane for Flight of Passage, which is at 4:55 to 5:55, and it's now 5:15, so we're just heading there now. Oh, we're now in the queue for Flight of Passage. It's the individual lightning lane, got the whole gang here. And the standby was 55, we think, at the moment, and we're just heading up now. And they're saying that this is another sort of good example of the Alpha Centauri expeditions. Oh. The sort of mash-up between the Na'vi stuff and the colonizers stuff, because you can see some stuff is quite industrial and some stuff is natural stuff that's been reclaimed. Hello, we've just come out of Flight of Passage, and Sarah and I have got ourselves a couple of snacks. I've got the Night Blossom here, which is layers of, it's like slushy, and it's apple, a dessert pear, and the boba on top are pear. And a Pongu Lumpia, which is a spring roll with cream cheese and pineapple in it. What do you think of them, Sarah?
I like it a lot. It's very it's like creamy and sweet and just very simple, inoffensive and tasty. It's really nice.
And do you want to try this?
I don't want to. I've tried the slushy before, but I do rather like the boba.
You like the boba? Craig, you want to try? No? Anyone else? Dad? No?
Why look so sad?
Oh, they look so sad.
Oh no, he doesn't
Look
have
bad.
Flight of Passage.
Because he doesn't have this.
Easy 10.
Was Flight of Passage good, Dad? What did you shout? Sivako! Sivako! Yeah. Right, good. Everyone looks really happy.
Everyone's really happy. We're happy. I had a great time Flight of Passage. Sarah, you wanted to do your own little segment.
Yeah, my segment
I don't want to film the child.
It's called Beating Motion Sickness on Flight of Passage. Top tips with Sarah.
Yes. Now there's 2 top tips.
There are 2 top tips. The first top tip is to move with the ikran. I find that it jostles your body less if you go like down to the side with it. It's a lot more like easy on the tummy. My second top tip, which I did today for the first time, is when they put up the backrest, you lean back into it so that it doesn't come up as far, because I found that it really pressed my tummy from both sides.
I think that affected your motion sickness.
Yeah, definitely, because there's a lot of pressure, and I also had quite a full tummy today because I've been drinking so much water. So I was going onto this ride thing, I've got such a full tummy, and I know it's going to press my tummy so much and I'm going to be sick everywhere. So I leaned back, and then I had more room to maneuver as I moved with the ikran. And
Nice. That's been top tips for motion sickness with Sarah. This time featuring Flight of Passage.
And Sarah.
And Sarah, over and out.
We've come into the shop just as we're leaving Animal Kingdom, and I'm in the sort of Encanto section, and I've just seen this jumper here that I've not seen anywhere else.
Oh wow.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Can you check how much that is?
It's really cute.
It's like, it's not like as thick as a
What are you guessing?
Spirit, $40.
$40? $39.99.
It's not as thick as like a Spirit jersey, it's more just like a long sleeve top, which kind of puts it at the awkward in between for me, unfortunately. But they also have some really cute Christmas decorations there as well, which are really sweet, and I just wanted to show you that. It's always worth shopping around to see. And I'm just going to show you this bag one more time. I'm just so undecided about whether to get it or not. It's the 25th for Animal Kingdom, and it's just a really smart little bag. The only drawback, pun not intended, is that it's a drawstring rather than a zip on the top. So normally I quite like a zip on my bag, but even the print in there is just lovely. That's $88, and I'm just not sure. Oh, it's just typical, isn't it? Well, that's quite fun. $20 though, that's quite a lot for that.
Hey, so that's us just leaving Animal Kingdom. We've had such a good day. We've all just been blowing our kisses goodbye to Animal.
Bye, Annie.
It was so good. Just at the end there, we just went round the shops, the trading company and the Island Mercantile. Got a couple of little bits and bobs, but nothing very much.
No, like I also can't believe how nice the weather's been. Like it's held for days and days and days now, and I really hope it just holds one more day.
Yeah, touch wood. We've not had any rain the last about week and a half.
Really good.
Yeah,
It would rain today.
like no rain at all, which is crazy. So yeah, we're just heading, and tonight we're going to Giordano's for dinner, which is an Italian restaurant we like to go to usually maybe once per holiday, and I think before that we're going to try and get another game of mini golf in. So we'll see you later.
I made a purchase.
Oh, Sarah made a purchase.
I bought these for my niece.
Those are
Aren't they
lovely.
super cute?
Yes, she likes all girly, pretty things, flowery things. So that's a lovely purchase, Sarah. Okay, let's head to dinner.